Okay, so I bought a plasma cutter. The Dynaloop from Amazon. And so today we're going to open it. Everybody loves a good unboxing video. Because this, you know, people aren't tired of this. No, honestly, when I want to buy something, I want to see what it looks like and what it before I buy it. I just want to know. So let's see what comes in the box. Oh wow, it is smaller than I thought. Wow. Okay, so I've heard bad things about the air regulators on this one in the reviews on Amazon, and honestly that didn't stop me from buying it, because just about every review on every single cheap plasma cutter has had terrible reviews about the leaking this air unit here. Just leaky. No big deal. We'll get a new one if we need one. But this one is nice because you just hook your air compressor plug right in and you're good to go. The cord is pretty heavy. Whoa, that thing is on there. That is a nice heavy gauge cord. So this one is cool because this one does 110 and 220. Now, okay, so let's see what's in the box. We got our air hose. What is this for? I've never used one of these and I've never bought one of these, but when you start getting into all sorts of projects, you just start needing to be able to cut metal. I sold my torches at the lawn sale a while ago, and I need something to replace them. I don't know what these are. Somebody else has probably already seen this unboxed and opened. I'm kind of excited for the first time. All right. From the sounds of it, every single one off Amazon sounds about the same. This one is cool because you can plug this into the 220. So you hook that in there and plug this into 220 so you can... I just thought this would give you a lot better cutting power. All right, what's this? This goes in here. Twist on, I guess. All right, that's their ground. Your plug. That's actually a pretty good long cord. Let's see. That'd be like maybe six feet. So let's say, well, it's either 6 feet or 5 feet, whatever my span is. So let's see it's 10 to 12 feet is what your lead cord is. With a little flip out trigger thing. Okay, so those must be extra tips. And now this one, I believe, is supposed to be self-igniting, self-lighting or whatever. I think this goes on here. Oh, look at that. There's just a fitting there. Throw this on. I'll have to read the instructions on how much air pressure to put on it and everything else, but I mean, that's a good distance away from your machine. I would say this goes here, right? I will read the instructions before I try to get all crazy, but slide it over that. That's cool. All right. Very cool. All right, so let's set up somewheres, and this must be for the air. I don't know why they would send that, because this has an air chuck on the end of it. And this is inside. Like a lot of them, you have to like mount this regulator here. You mount it to the back, is from what I saw, and everything's contained inside, which probably just makes it more of a pain in the butt when it's leaking. But I don't know, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. 220 $4, something like that, on Amazon, free shipping, and I think they have free returns. So if you're thinking about getting one, I haven't even turned it on yet, and I'd say buy it. There's $200 here. All right, let's go plug it in and see what happens. So what's cool about this is right out of the box, it is ready to go. There are no Teflon tape, nothing to hook up. It's ready to go from your air compressor. And it was asking for 40 PSI, 40 to 65. It's at 40 right now. We'll up it if we need to. And we're gonna try it on 110 to start. And let's get something to cut. So once again, we are on the 110 side. This little red cord is for the pilot, so it lights itself, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna just see if we can cut some of this. I'm putting the grounds on right here. And this is at 20 amps on 110. No prep, like I'm not doing anything, sanding anywhere, anything. I just want to see what it'll do. There is a block of wood under here. Somebody repaired this with a piece of wood, this tailgate at one point. So it didn't really, it cut through, but it looks like it melted back together a bit. So let's make a second pass. It's still kind of sticking together a bit. But I mean, there's no prep. It's cutting through paint and everything. There's a lot of junk to get through. Okay, so we've established that you can be lazy and it will cut. It's not gonna cut as good. Let's do like a little bit of prep work and just see if it makes a big difference or not. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it cuts pretty well on 110. Let's see how it does on 220, and I'm going to do a little bit of prep because the prep seemed to make night and day difference. And if you're using 220 in your shop or a little garage, or mine's just running a lead cord out of the basement by my panel, you've got your other line free for your grinder. So let's give this a shot and see what we can do. If you set a guide piece along the edge, keeps a nice straight line too. All right, here goes. guess I've never seen inside a tailgate before. There's a bracket in there that's holding the middle together. But that's like, you know, a pretty solid piece of steel right there. All right, so 220 is definitely the way to go. If you have the option, do it. think it's pretty good. Okay, so we cut with it a little bit. I think it's worth it. Or any of these, not just this Dynaloop or whatever. Any of the $200 ones, they're fine. If you're not doing it every day, you don't. What more do you need? Unless you're going to cut something really big, and then just go big, spend more, go bigger, cut bigger, spend more. This thing works awesome. We cut up that tailgate, no problem. It cut through. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is quarter. It seems like it's a little lighter. Whatever it is, you can kind of tell what that is. As long as you get your ground right and you have like a nice clean ground, no problem. That was on 110, no problem. I didn't even try cutting that on 220. I like that this plug, some of them I've seen have this plug like on the machine and then they have an adapter to go to this plug. I like that this one's 110. You only need this if you're 220. You can leave this in the shop, and when you run out somewhere, you don't need to bring the adapter and all this extra stuff with you. Another awesome thing I like about this one, self-lighting pilot. So you don't have to I think some of them you have to touch them to the metal. And if you don't have a good clean area. I mean, you saw I cut through paint right through that tailgate, no problem. It lights itself, super easy. The other thing I liked about this one was it comes with the air chuck already set up. You just plug your air compressor right in. And this is, the regulator is internal. And a lot of the complaints on Amazon, like a lot of the reviews said, oh, my regulator's leaking. This is fine. No leaks, no problems, and it's all contained. A lot of those other ones on Amazon, I looked at a lot. A lot of them you have to put together yourself with a Teflon tape, and they send hoses like this and you mount it on the back. And I think a lot of it possibly could be like just user error, putting it together wrong, or they are cheap. You know what? So if you have to put one on, go to Harbor Freight and get, I think they're like $20 for like their better one there, or eBay or Amazon. Not bad. I have a ton of projects I want to use this on. I have a dump trailer that is falling apart. They use tons of salt where we live and in the wintertime on the roads, and it is just rusting to pieces, and it needs some new sides. You can't put gravel in it anymore. It just trickles right out. And by the time you get home, you lose half your gravel, which isn't cool. So instead of buying steel, which is crazy expensive, and I'm having a hard time finding it right now, and then I have to cut it up anyways and weld it in and everything else, I'm going to use scrap metal and some stuff that I can find around, and that's why I bought this. I figured for cheaper than you can buy the steel, I'll buy the plasma cutter, and we'll start working on that dump trailer over there. This has been really fun. We're going to use this on a ton of projects. So many things are popping into my head now, like, oh, I could use it for this, I could use it for that. I'm excited to get working on some of the things around here. The row crop 88 tractor. I know I showed you a little bit of the boat project. We'll be sapping next February. We've got all sorts of fun stuff. I got a Fordson backhoe that I want to paint at some point this summer, so hopefully we can get that in and get that less ugly in between working and everything else. Should be super fun. Thanks again for watching.